Well, hello, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. We're trying all of the platforms tonight. Just making sure the stream is up before I start playing. Since we're doing a new configuration here. Okay, so I think we are live. So, welcome to the VOD of episode 13 of the Super Duper Dreamland and Oxygen Not Included. So, like I just mentioned, I'm on all three platforms now. We're going to see how that works. In the meantime, while I wait for people to come in, let me go over what we're doing, what my plan is, and some things that I did before I came on tonight. So last week, we started building a Pokeshell farm. I wanted to get sandy shell eggs. And these guys are, they're 97% now for dropping the sandy shell eggs. So that's pretty cool. Probably already have a couple. Haven't checked in a bit. Hey, Sean Monahan, thank you so much for joining. Good evening. Just going over what my plans are for this episode. Just started the stream. So, so last week we started to work on the sandy shell farm, just kind of passively in the background. We're not really doing too much with these guys yet, but I have some big ideas for what I want to do. As far as the rest of the base, I really need this industrial brick up and running. Really need this badly because I need metal production. I need to start crushing eggshells again. And I wanted to have it in a contained area. So I'm going to be focused on building that tonight. Hopefully I have the resources to do so. At minimum, I want to get the steam room finished. And I unfortunately filled my steam room with carbon dioxide. So I'm going to have to pump it out before I'm able to put some water in there. So actually we're going to just put that guy there, start prepping this. Okay, so that's my biggest priority tonight. Let me just go over some of the things that I did in the last, in between the last episode and this episode. So I cleaned up all the garbage. So this took about an hour and a half of gameplay. So that's why I'm so much farther ahead in cycles. I think I was like 580, maybe, when I left. Maybe 584, I'm not even sure. But it's been a week since I played. So anyways, it's been a while and I cleaned up all this trash. I just placed it right here. It's all over here now. Hopefully that makes the game run a little bit smoother in the long run. But also, it just looks a lot nicer. And now when my duplicants are trying to build stuff, they don't have to go all the way down here. I mean, this guy's still kind of doing it. He's just picking up the salt water. So the salt water has its storage tank now in here. So we got water, salt water, and it looks kind of cool because they're both the same size. So I like that. Nothing else has changed that's dramatic. I may have done a couple other things here and there. Like I think I added the liquid lock here in the midst of these guys cleaning up. And I cleaned up all of this too. If you remember, there was a bunch of oil here. So I just put the oil in these containers for the time being, and just to kind of make things a little bit nicer. And a bunch of crap here, just a whole bunch of mess cleaned up. So yeah, that's my big focus tonight. Get this up and running because this is no longer functioning. As you can see, we're 46 hours in, and this cold biome has basically completely depleted all of its cooling power for the metal refinery. So for anyone who is watching this VOD or watching the live stream, and you remember the video where I talked about placing your metal refinery in a temporary location where you can use it without having to worry about it too much. One of the things that I think the second tip that I mentioned was placing it into a cold biome. Well, there you go. It lasted for 46 hours of gameplay. So there's the anecdotal evidence that how well one single cold biome works for one single metal refinery. And in the meantime, we've also produced a surplus of 7.6 tons of steel, in addition to everything else that we've built out of steel. So let's just, take a look. Probably all these things are made out of steel. These guys are made out of steel, even though I don't have to build those out of steel. Everything here is built out of steel. So yeah, we've done a lot out of steel. And so that's one cold biome. There you go. Amazing how much heat that can remove. I don't think I've done anything else since the last episode, so let's just get right into building this industrial brick. So I want to put some oil here, some crude oil, and we're going to create a liquid lock, a double liquid lock here. And that's going to be so we have access to the steam room for the entire playthrough, because I don't want... Oh, I think I took on another duplicant. So that might be something else that I think I took on Ada. So let's just take a look at Ada's stats. I really needed another duplicant because it's getting to the point now where we need people running the industrial brick full time. Once that starts going, ranching, cooking full time, and that sort of thing. Carno, yo, I just watched some of your tips for beginners today, and I'm currently starting a new colony. I'm already worried I'm going to mess up. Thanks for all the tip vids. Hey, thank you so much for joining the stream, and I'm super glad that you're enjoying the tips. Where do you think you're going to be messing up? I don't think you'll mess up. You know what? Even if you do mess up, that's just a learning opportunity, right? So you don't have to think of it as like messing up. Just think of it as like you got to a stage which you didn't know, so you got farther than you did before, and now you have to learn how to get past it. But I really appreciate the feedback, Carno. That's awesome. Anyway, so let me know, Carno, where you think you might mess up, but I can maybe help you out a little bit on the stream here. If not, feel free to hang out or just lurk, whatever you prefer. If you have any questions about this playthrough that I'm doing right now, and if you've... actually, watching this VOD is a great way to see how you can fix your problems if you do mess up, because in the first couple episodes, there's some times where I messed up pretty bad. Well, even I think maybe for someone who's like not supposed to mess up because they're streaming, I made some pretty embarrassing mistakes, but it's okay. We got through it, and I think those are good like tutorials on how to get past events where you do mess up. I can't plan areas to save my life. I end up sprawling out and putting stuff too far away from each other. That's one big issue for sure. Yeah, I suppose that could be... I mean, I like to keep everything contained into a little base here. This is my base where my duplicants live, and I have a liquid lock at one end, a liquid lock at the other. And I try to keep everything relatively close to this area. That's including all of my material storage. So whenever I tell my duplicants to sweep stuff up, which is quite common, I just have an automatic dispenser at the front and actually both entrances, so they don't have to go very far. Your mind exploded a little bit. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, see, I just messed up again here. A liquid lock. So yeah, we're building a liquid lock right now. I hope I didn't put too much oil in here. That would kind of suck. So we'll just get that swept up really quick, or mopped up rather. We're building a double liquid lock here, and this is going to be a very hot steam room, and everything else is going to be actively cooled. So I'm going to put a double liquid lock so the heat doesn't escape. You get to watch it happen, and you get to watch it be scuffed up in real time, because I always get distracted by things going on in the game, or if someone's talking to me. Not that it's your fault, but I always look away, and then before you know it, I have way too much petroleum or oil everywhere. Are you using oil for the liquid locks instead of water? Heat transfer stuff, I assume. So the oil it has a evaporation temperature of 399 degrees, and the petroleum has an evaporation temperature of 538 degrees. So if I used water, it would immediately evaporate from the steam room, or when it's connected to the steam room, and it would break the liquid lock. And then this is the part I always mess up on. Just if you're building these liquid locks, make sure you always remove the top tile first and then the bottom tile. And you kind of have to sit here and watch it, because if you don't, your duplicants will just do it in a random order. And then, you know, that's not good news. So we just put a bottle emptier here. And hopefully this doesn't break in the meantime. I've had liquid locks break for almost no reason before. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason in reality, but sometimes they break and I can't explain why. So it's a good idea to keep an eye on them. And if you do notice that they break, what I usually do is I will reload a save, or my last save, and just watch the liquid lock and see what happens to break it. Because normally when a liquid lock breaks, it's from a duplicate like carrying ice through it, or something that's very hot that evaporates the water. And then you'll see it happen if you reload the next save like 99% of the time, because your duplicants are just performing regular tasks, you know, going about their business. It's normally not something that you queue up, and they might bring in like ice into your base or whatever, right? So yeah, just keep an eye on that. If your liquid locks break, just reload your game, and you got to figure it out from there. Usually it's something really simple. Another thing that I would recommend is put all your power generators all in one location, especially if you're still on coal, Carno. And then in that case, you can have your duplicants deliver the coal just to one location, rather than going all throughout your map. And have your power network connected all in one circuit, sort of like this. So there's a lot to take in here, but basically I'm using heavy watt conductive wire, or you can use heavy watt wire as well, and just connect it everywhere where your power goes. Like, don't have generators way up here and then way down here. It's just redundant. Your duplicants will be running all over the place. Have it as close as possible to your coal production, and have it as close as possible to where you store all of your materials, where you're likely to store coal. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm not forgetting this. Okay, so we've we've probably put a little bit too much petroleum there, but that's okay. Go ahead and get that swept up. And there should be a brand new liquid lock here. Perfect. So again, we'll just watch them. Top tile first, and then the bottom tile. Alternatively, you can also create a liquid lock that is the pit method, which I think is way easier. It's way more reliable as far as it goes. Another thing that I'm going to do here, because this is going to be a steam room, it's initially going to be full of water. We're going to put a block on this side, because I don't want the water to be mixing with the oil and for any reason breaking the liquid lock. In the long run, we won't need this because this will be just full of steam. But for now, we do need it. And then, of course, we're going to vacuum this out. Not that we need a... We could just build the tiles in here, but I feel pretty good about just vacuuming it out pretty quick. And, of course, we'll just vacuum it directly to here. Just like that. Power. Bring in some heavy wall conductive wire here. We're going to need it for our aqua tuners anyways. So we might as well bring it through. And then we'll, as soon as we vacuum out the carbon dioxide, we'll start with our water, adding the water in it. Okay, let's check who we got from the printing pod. Probably not going to take anyone. Oh, 8 athletics, not bad. Not a bad person to take almost 50 hours into the game because they can pretty much go anywhere, but not someone I want to deal with right now. Okay, so yeah, we have absolutely no metals. So I don't know if you saw that, but we have no aluminum, cobalt, iron ore. We do have gold amalgam, which is actually pretty good. But iron ore is completely depleted, which means these guys will soon be dying. That's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get someone digging. Maybe right here. I don't think you've ever gotten past copper. Well, don't feel too bad. Gold is not that far away. So gold is usually found in, I think this is called the swamp biome. If you look here, there's a gold amalgam right here. So just be careful digging into that because it creates a lot of polluted oxygen, and you don't want that stuff getting into your base. It helps spread slime lung, and it makes your duplicants kind of sick. So we're going to be doing some digging here. Oh, there's something here. Let's see what this is. I guess I've already discovered it. It's a cool steam vent. I don't particularly need that right now. I mean, I have so much water already. I literally do not know what to do with all this water. So swamp scare me whenever I use the disinfectant overlay and my screen lights up for July because of slime. Okay, so here's another kind of tip. Don't worry too much about this screen. As long as your main base where your duplicants live don't have any germs, that's really all you need to care about. Now, obviously, I say this as someone who has Atmos suits. So before you have Atmos suits, it's a little bit of a different story. But if you give your duplicants oxygen masks, they can also explore these biomes without getting sick. So just something else to consider, that you don't need to worry about it too much. Oh. I wish the thing told me when it's sending out ads. Sorry, Carno. I wish there was like a way. I'm sure there is a way that it could tell me if it's sending out ads or not. But I don't know. It's probably something I have to figure out. Anyway, so like I was saying about Atmos suits, yeah, so Atmos suits make a big difference for making sure your duplicants don't get sick. But you can also, they can also, what was I saying? You can also give them oxygen masks, which will stop them from getting slime lung germs as well. But they still have to wash their hands. That's kind of the only difference. So as long as you have a liquid lock at the entrance of your base, before or after they put on their oxygen mask, you should be fine digging into the slime, all the slime and the forest or swamp biomes, stuff like that. Dig that layer out. I don't really care about that layer. What else can we dig here? There's a lot of material here. Maybe I should sweep this up before I delete it, because then my duplicates have to go all the way down there. Who's idle? Okay, it's Ada. So we have Ada here. I'm not allowing Ada to go outside my base because if she puts on an ammo suit, she's going to be incredibly slow, even though I'm pretty sure she has like +3 or whatever in athletics. So I just don't want to deal with her getting stuck somewhere and going to the bathroom. Oh my God. John with a $50 USD super chat. I did well at the casino this week, so spreading the love. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Sean. Holy smokes. That is amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that you did well at the casino. I hope you didn't spend all your winnings on me. Keep some of that for yourself. Thank you so much, Sean. Wow, that's incredible. I hope you keep doing well at the casino. And make sure you reinvest some of that into yourself. That's like 6 or 7 Taco Bell Lux boxes right there. I haven't had Taco Bell in ages. So I don't even know what that is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, thank you so much, Sean. That's amazing. I don't have a overlay for super chats, but I'm gonna put you up on the screen, as I really appreciate that. Let me see if I can figure this out. So it's a pretty scuffed leaderboard here. But I feel like you should be recognized for that, Sean. Thank you so much. No problem. I appreciate your content. I'm glad that you enjoy it. It means a lot that people come by and watch, and it means a lot that you would share your casino winnings with me. It's like a little combo thing, a taco, burrito, and some nachos or cinnamon twist. Well, that sounds amazing. I don't know if it would sound amazing like the day after, if you know what I mean, but I think it sounds amazing in the moment. I've been on the Costco poutine kick lately. It's only $7, so that. Yeah, if you look at it that way, it's like, I don't know, I mean, it's like 8 or 9 Costco poutines. And if you multiply how many calories that would be, that's probably, I don't know, how many calories are in one of those things? Probably like 14,000 calories. All right, so let's continue here, and let's try not to make too many more mistakes. Okay, so this guy, not in a gas. Oh, it's already vacuumed out. Gotta get those Costco hot. Oh yeah, the Costco hot dogs are amazing. Welcome to the stream, Chaos. Yeah, it's like 50. That's like 50 Costco hot dogs. Yeah, the $1.50. I'm in Canada, so it's $1.50, and you get a pop with it. I like the Polish hot dogs. Polish hot dogs are great. How are you doing tonight, Chaos? Well, I mean, this carbon dioxide, even though I kind of made a mistake of filling this whole area up with it, it's vacuuming up pretty quick, so I don't really regret it too much. Okay, we have to. Okay, I'm not going at full speed again. We have to start building really cracked down on building this industrial brick because I'm never going to produce any more metal if I don't. So I think the first thing we need to do is I have a layout of how I did my last industrial brick in my last playthrough. I don't particularly want to copy it exactly like I did it, but the piping is important because eventually this whole thing ends up being piping, and I really don't want to redo half of it. So I'm looking at it right now. Initially, I put my first aqua tuner in, and this was the coolant for my entire base. And then I did another aqua tuner, and that's what was cooling my my steam turbines. But I think that actually doesn't work as well as using this aqua tuner to cool the steam turbines, because then I have because I need 2 pipes, an in and an out. I think in that case I can have like an out coming this way. Yes, I do stream on Twitch. On Twitch, my username is just looking at it here, Ethan's Outpost. Ethan's Outpost on Twitch. Hey, Jaws. Jaws says, Sean, thank you so much for supporting smaller creators. Your donation makes me happy. Yeah, Sean is huge support from Sean. I really appreciate it. And just so you know, like, I appreciate you coming by on every single stream as well, Jaws. So, like, you guys are both awesome, and as well as Chaos and Nicarno for coming by. So, and all the lurkers as well. So it makes me happy to see like double-digit viewer counts. That's really cool. Yeah, it's like, I think last Friday we were at like, oh, I apologize if you guys heard that. I just knocked my mic. I think last Friday we were peaked out at like 50 viewers, which was amazing. Like, just so cool. So cool to see people coming by, hanging out. Even if you're just lurking, hey, that's awesome. Thank you so much for lurking. Thank you for chatting or keeping me on in the background. Or and if you win big at the casino, if you share a little bit of your winnings with me, that's even better. But keep it mostly for yourself. But yeah, really appreciate everybody. If I had to think of a problem, yeah, I love lurking too. I'm mostly a lurker on streams, admittedly. But yeah, I do have Prime, so I give my Prime every month, and I'm mostly a lurker. I love the background noise, to be honest. I love people talking in the background. If I had to think of another problem I have, I think that it's rushing the wrong research. When I started playing, I hyper-focused on getting purification stuff for polluted water and oxygen. So it really depends on your play style. So I like to rush. Let me just quickly pause it and kind of go through what I like to rush. I always rush. Well, when I say rush, some of these things are really early. So this is kind of my flow. I always go for farm tile first so I can plant my mealwood. Then I'll usually go for, depending on my base, usually I'll go for coal production maybe. Where's coal production? But I never start my coal production until I have smart batteries. So then I kind of bypass, I kind of jump past coal production, get my, where is it? Metal refinery. I usually just type this in. So I get my metal refinery, and then I get my automation, which is here. So I usually get like 6 to 8 researches done before I transition to coal. And that's just because of my, I don't know, I hate running the coal generators when I don't have an automation wire connected to it. I know it's like a very small detail at the beginning of the game, but it just rubs me the wrong way to do that. So that's kind of what I like to rush first. And then once I have all that set up, once I transition to coal power that's automated, then I'll go for farm tiles. And then from there on, it really depends on what I'm trying to do, right? Like, I don't think I had bathrooms on this playthrough until maybe 2 or 3 hours in, maybe even longer if you go skim the VOD really quick at some point. Like, sometimes I just don't feel like I need it. and then I get hyperfixated like you on something else, and then I'm like, oh, I forgot to do whatever, right? So I think it really just depends on your play style, and it really depends on like the asteroid, what you have at the start. Because if you have like a natural gas geyser close to your start, maybe you don't have to be on coal for too long, or you know, it's a different scenario. Like what I always tell people, especially for my playthroughs or my tutorials on YouTube, is there's no like one right way to play the game. You kind of just play whatever is fun for you. That's first and foremost, and then just try to be efficient after that. You know what I mean? Hey, good evening, that guy. Why don't you just use the self-sealing airlocks mod? Oh, I actually have that. It's just not enabled for this playthrough. I could do that. It just I think the reason I don't use it, and correct me if I'm wrong, it just takes slightly longer. Haha, I'm not taking that this time. So someone told me in the comments that the reason my everything exploded last time and had like 900 degree copper is because I took the metal power banks and they got wet and they exploded. So I'm just going to reject everyone here. I almost never do that. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that guy, but I'm pretty sure that it takes like a second longer for the duplicates to come in and out. And I just want to avoid that happening, especially in a high production area like the steam turbine, where they're going to be constantly going in and out. Exploding batteries. Yeah. Hey, Dreamland. I prefer doing all the research early. Yeah, all the research early is definitely, you know, a benefit. Then you have a duplicate free for doing everything else. And good evening. Who is that? Let me just scroll up here. Hoang Nam. Good evening. Everyone lurking and watching should go to this guy's Twitch and give him a follow. Thank you so much, Chaos. Yeah, if you guys want to, if you guys have Twitch, I'm also on Kick tonight, because I didn't realize that my the streaming service that I'm using to broadcast to multiple locations allows me to do 3 different platforms. So if you guys got Twitch, I'm on Twitch tonight. If you have Kick, I'm on Kick tonight. So YouTube is my primary, I would say, where I get the most viewers, but hopefully I can grow on Twitch. Right now I have 5 viewers. That's pretty cool. That's the most I've ever had. So I really appreciate the 5 people on Twitch. So the stream heats up in the middle area for the thermal thing. Heats up that middle area. Oh yes, the steam is going to heat up here. Like if you look at this scenario, it's going to look like this, but a lot bigger. Why are you streaming to multiple? I could never figure it out when I was using OBS. So OBS doesn't allow you to do multiple unless you have a mod, but I'm using a separate service. You have to pay for it. Otherwise, you have a watermark at the top. But it's a service called Restream, I think. Restream.io or something like that. And you just broadcast to that, and then that rebroadcasts to as many as you want to pay for. So that's what's happening with me. I think it's well worth it. Yeah, no problem. I think it's worth it. I don't know if there's a better way. If you ever find out a better way, let me know. But that's what I'm doing. I definitely want as much people to have access to the content as possible. And yeah, the more people that want to hang out, the better. So trying to spread across all the different platforms. Of course, especially Twitch, right? Because Twitch is like the main one that everyone goes to. So, okay, so now we can start building some steam turbines. We'll build them out of lead. I don't think they're ever going to overheat, so not too concerned about that. How many can I fit here? I guess we'll start here. Maybe we'll do 2 for now, because that's the only thing I have lead for. Speaking of lead, I know this is not going to make sense, you guys, but speaking of lead, I need more iron. for my for my hatches. Let's keep going over here. I really feel bad about destroying this cold biome, so I'm actually going to put some... We'll put some igneous rock here. I don't really care to keep it. It's not going to make a drastic difference, but I just kind of like the idea of having a random cold biome there. Sorry if someone already asked, but how long have you been playing Ani? Hey, no problem. You can ask me anything you want. I've been playing Ani. I think my Steam, what's it called? Like the hour thing says 800 hours or so, probably, which doesn't seem like a lot. I know that's like considered rookie numbers by gamer standards, but you know, I don't have all day or like all the time to play it. Unfortunately, I wish I did because I friggin' love this game. And I wish I could be more proficient at it than I already... Not, sorry, I don't want to sound like that, but I wish I could be more proficient at it than I am now. Because this game is just amazing. I could play this game like literally 8 hours a day. But unfortunately, unfortunately, I have to leave 8 hours a day to work. I mean, I only have like 300, so you're doing pretty great. Yeah, I mean, 800 is not too bad. It's a lot of people, you know, that do YouTube have a lot more. So, and just in terms of that comparison, I think I'm a little bit low. But hey, you know what? It's not about the hours. It's about how much fun you're having, or something like that. I'm sure. Okay, I got to keep digging here because we really need. We really need some more lead. I guess I could dig down here too. I don't have to dig up there, but I'm gonna prepare that anyway. So just go like this, and we'll dig all this up. I don't even know. You know what? I should be using granite. I don't know why, because I think granite is all down here. Oh, igneous rock. Okay, we'll use igneous rock. Just, you know what? I think we have enough igneous rock that we don't have to be cheap. Just put it anywhere. Just put it anywhere. What industry do you work in? Could you ever leave work full-time for streaming? I'm an electrician, residential and commercial. So, I mean, it's... I probably could leave it in the long run. I'd like to leave it in the long run because my body's not going to hold up forever in doing that stuff, but I'm still young enough that it's not that big of a deal. I could definitely leave full-time. If I was to put in more time into videos and branch out to different games. If I had time to be proficient at other games that I would love to make videos on, then I think you know, there would be viewership from a lot of different areas, and that could possibly allow me to sustain a full-time income with just the ad revenue alone. Sean just needs to keep winning. Well, if he does, I hope he keeps most of it. Planning is a big problem for me. I have OCD because of this game. Oh, that's exactly me right there. I used to restart so often because of that. But for some reason, my OCD still has not driven me to automate these Drecos. I'm still manually putting the Drecos in after 600 cycles when they get low. These guys are automated for the most part. I mean, it's pretty easy. You just basically have a critter pickup thing here. And I have a hatch egg, which is not something I want. I need a stone hatch egg. Let's take out some more stone hatch eggs before we really get ourselves into a pickle. That's already hatched. Okay, let's put some more guys in here. We really need to keep this area full because I always get myself into those situations Yeah, it's just like these guys are cramped. Like, and I don't know why they're hot. Yeah. Hey. Oh. By the way, good evening, Bob. Yeah, I know I could do that. The reason why I haven't put in the incubator yet, and also I don't even care about leaving it unpowered, to be honest. I'm going to be redoing my power network pretty soon here with these transformers. But I think it could just kind of look ugly to put it right there. So I want to have like a little station for it or something. That's kind of like I like things looking neat to an extent, but not too neat that it ruins my enjoyment. Just a quick good morning. Gotta go to class. Just a shark surfing. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight, and I hope you have a great day at class. You have outside advantage on wiring. Yes, all my wiring is on the outside, and I'm just gonna be bringing it in via conductive. But right now we have literally everything on 2 circuits. Like this one is 3600 and this one's like 6400. It's crazy because the biggest I've ever gotten my base is probably a little bit smaller than that steam room you are making. Well, you know what? Everyone starts somewhere. Like, I'm sure if I went back and looked at my old playthroughs, I'm sure my first dozen or so bases didn't get very far, right? So it's kind of all relative. This game doesn't really explain how to get very far. Oh, my guys are idle. One sec. Let me just keep going on here. This game doesn't explain how to get far. It only explains like how to get started. So it's another thing that I try to remind people that come on the stream with me is don't feel too bad if you can't make it very far at first, because they literally tell you nothing. They're just like, okay, you unlock the aqua tuner. It takes away 14 degrees of heat, and then you put the aqua tuner down, and then in 2 cycles it's like it's breaking because it's overheated. It's like, oh my god, how do I fix that? So then you start like trying to cool itself. I'm telling you my personal experience. So then you try to cool itself or throw ice on it, and that doesn't work. And then you're left with 2 choices. Do you go to a stream or a video and find out like basically how to do it exactly, or do you keep playing around with it till you figure it out? And I just went on YouTube. And I'm like, oh, okay, this sounds very complicated. I'm just gonna take a break from this game. and then I came back to the game like a month later, and I was like, this game's amazing. I kind of like it though. Like, you're throwing it on a rock. Here's the guidelines. Good luck. Yeah, for sure. Like it's kind of like Dark Souls of survival, right? It's definitely not for everybody, but if you're willing to take the falls and learn, or even if you don't care about the experimenting so much, like Bob is saying, maybe you just want to look up how to do something and then figure out your own way to do it. That's cool. That's what this game's all about. That's what it's all about. Aqua Tuner is the core progression. Absolutely, Dreamland. Like, when I first unlocked the Aqua Tuner, I was like, oh, this is so cool. This can cool anything. And then within like 2 cycles, it started melting. And I was like, what? I thought this is supposed to cool things. It's melting. It's like if you have a fire extinguisher and you're trying to put out fire, and then the fire extinguisher catches on fire. Like, okay, well, this is stupid. But you keep working at it, and eventually you figure it out, and the fire extinguisher no longer catches fire, and then it works. It's kind of cool. But at first, it's kind of like the Dark Souls of survival. I have 30. Bob says I have 3,800 hours and find myself building the same optimized layout for my structure. Yeah, it's kind of the same. I can relate to that, and I can also I'm half and half. Some things you have to build optimized, like for example a Hydra. I think there's really just one way for me to build a Hydra, and that's exactly what you see. Or like a Spawn, for instance. But then there's some things that I'm always experimenting with. Like, oh, I have my first Senny shell. Cool. That's awesome. This guy can eat slime. So that's pretty cool. So I have a really cool idea on a Pacu farm. I kind of don't want to spoil it. But I have a... If I got my industrial bricks set up in this episode, I was going to set up a really awesome Pacu farm with like an automated evolution chamber. But Bob, that is some seriously impressive hours. Like you probably have a wealth of knowledge in this game that I certainly do not have. The game lets you find out the way to play, but it's kind of hard to do it yourself. Yeah, I think that's where the YouTube community and the Reddit community and the Discord community really come into play. Like my only issue... Sorry guys, just give me a second, my throat's dry. My only issue with... it's not even really an issue. Let me rephrase that. My only... how do I say this now that I've started it? I think that a lot of the community focuses on being like perfect and too optimized and not having enough fun, if that makes sense. Like, I know if you've had like almost 4,000 hours in the game and you're very proficient, I understand like where you're coming from. But when too often on like Reddit, I see people helping new players out, and they're telling them like the most optimal way that is like super complicated to try and get something done. Versus what I aim to do with my tutorials, I want like the guy like that doesn't have a lot of hours in the game, that's just starting out. I want them to just get it working and then, figure out the most optimal way from there. So not to say that that's like better than anyone else's. It's certainly not better or more superior. It's just a different niche that I'm trying to fill. So that's why I was kind of careful with my words there, because I don't really have an issue with the community. I just have... I think there's a niche that can be filled in that regard. I have watched any tutorial that related. Each early game is definitely the best part. It certainly is. Yeah, I love early game. Late game, mid game is kind of fun. Like, I love the stage of the game where actually, you know what? Just make a whole thing. I love the stage of the game where I am now, where I'm building all these industries, like the industrial brick, and building storage areas, and slowly but surely making everything look neat and tidy, and building farms and stuff. And like, here's a kind of a half-assed farm that I sort of started and I didn't really finish, but it's there. I love this part of the game. It's like overwhelming enough that it's fun, or that it's like it keeps you thinking, but it's still fun. Late game, it kind of gets too click intensive, and that's why okay, come on, you should be able to... Oh, he's gonna get... Oh, I can't lose Ren. If he gets chucked up by the Pokeshell, that's gonna suck. Okay, well, Ren, you know what? You can build this out of granite if you tried hard enough. So you can go ahead and do that, and then we'll build that out of granite. And then you can kind of help yourself out there. There you go. Oh, you got more granite? There we go. And trying to jerry-rig things to work correctly, yeah. That's probably one of the biggest ones, too. The jerry-rigging part is... okay, I really don't want my guys going here. So let's see if I can steal this Pokeshell. This egg. Just kind of plop it here. Kind of too far, but whatever. I really If they drop it literally anywhere else, I'd be happy with that, because these guys are gonna get chopped up. Is there 2 here? There might be. Okay, that was it. So yeah, I didn't mean to sound or make that sound bad or whatever when I was talking about that, but just want to throw that out there regarding the tutorials and stuff. Okay, let's see. We gotta keep digging up all this stuff. I need fossil and lead. So we'll just keep going. I don't want to dig up any of the abyssalite. I like the abyssalite where it is. And this should be fine. I don't think they're gonna get stuck too badly here. Put another ladder there. Oh, we got another person trapped. Well, come on, Gene. You could probably figure this one out on yourself. I mean, luckily you have people helping you out. Is she? Oh, she's still stuck? Oh no! God. Can Jean not do this dig herself? Like, what is this? This is a okay. This is hard digging. Does Jean not have hard digging? How did Jean make it this far without hard digging? Oh my goodness, Jean does not have hard digging. All right, well, I guess someone's got to do this dig for Jean. Okay, well. Whatever. All right. I don't know what that was all about. Apparently, Jean could do the digging after all. Okay, so yeah, I have the lead finished. I have the someone's stuck again. Oh, it's Ren. Ren can figure it. Ren can figure it out. Okay, let's start building some piping. So I want to have the piping coming out. Maybe. Oh, they learn the skill instantly. But they are issued a command to go back to the printing pod if they can't get past. They just started me. Ah, okay. I did not know that, Bob. Thank you so much for. I knew you had way more. I knew I would learn something from you tonight. Is this going to be cooled or steam brick? It's going to be cooled, Dreamland. So I already have a steam room set up with liquid locks. Thank you. By the way, thank you so much, Bob, for that little insight. I kind of thought that something was up there, but I had no idea that's how it worked. Like if I just gave them the skill, they would learn it right away. I thought they had to like go here and get the beam of light of skill and power. Yeah, so I have 2 liquid locks here, and I'm going to have a steam room here, and the rest is going to be cooled. Oh, cool. Let's do some more plugs. I think I have more plug eggs. I haven't used those guys yet. I don't think I have any in this. Yeah, I don't have any in this playthrough yet. Okay, let's keep going on this. Aluminum. No, aluminum. This is eventually all going to be steam turbines, but Do I want to use all this aluminum now? I guess it's only 50. Not that much. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this instead. Delete the bottom row. And then use insulated piping. Igneous rock is fine. I should probably move this back one. Or maybe it's fine where it is. I have to make my mind up now because they're coming to build it. Let me just do that. I'm just trying to think if there's any other piping I would want to run around here. I mean, maybe there is. Maybe I'll keep it open. Oh, totally messed that one up. Okay, so let's do... oh, maybe, yeah, there is actually. I probably want it to go like this. I think that, to me, that makes sense. So that, then I don't need igneous, I could just use regular piping here. Use something like sedimentary rock. And then just have it come back down in and use igneous rock. I forgot, can I put a thermal sensor on there? No, I can't. I have to put it there. So go down like that. And then we'll cut that out. Yeah, I think I can use lead here, right? What does lead melt at? I don't even remember. 300 degrees. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was going to be. I don't think this steam room's ever going to get 300 degrees. If it is, and I cook that automation wire, you can put it above the aqua tuner if you want. Yeah, it's okay. I'm pretty happy with it there now that I've done it. I knew there was a reason I wanted it off the wall. So I just couldn't remember why exactly. Just how my brain works sometimes. Now let's get some water in there. Or at least let's get that close to being ready. And then we'll build more of these guys after the steam turbines. Yeah, that's fine. I'll leave that there. Oh, yeah, the bypass. Forgot the bypass. Oh. I see. That's an easy fix. I don't like how it looks anyway. I don't like that layout. So I'm just gonna fix it. I'd rather come over one more and then do a jump. I think that'll look a lot cooler. Just go down like this. And do that. And this will come down straight. This will keep going to here. This should be a not a sedimentary liquid pipe. This should be a insulated. And then we'll break this guy. Yeah, this guy has to go. And then we'll put the vent there. That looks a lot better, I think. Okay, I'm gonna cool this quite a bit. Let's go. Well, first we'll start with 5. 5 degrees is more than enough. Polluted water. Let's go with the polluted water. And then finally I can start getting my metal refineries up and running again. So for the metal refineries, I'm going to do something like I guess lead is gonna work here just fine. It's just a matter of how big I want to make this loop. I want to do something like, make sure I don't overfill it. I always do that. Oh, this has to be fixed too. Shoot. I'll just build over it. Just build over it with like that. Is that queued up? Yes, it is. Okay. I thought it wasn't queued up. Okay, so for the metal refineries, I want to make a loop in here. I like doing the loops. I think they're pretty cool. And I'm just going to see what I did in my last build and how big I made it. Because I wasn't happy with the length. Oh, I see what I did. So in the last playthrough that I did, it was way too small and it sucked. It took forever to get the coolant back in. So I don't want to make the same mistake again. Also, I'm going to put it at the far right because that was another issue that I made. I put it way too close to the back and my duplicates had to run way too far. So it was like... where's my shutoff? The shutoff is, yes, I like the shutoff right over top. Oh, that should be out of steel for sure. Let's do that again. So shutoff out of steel. Liquid pipe thermal sensor doesn't have to be steel. And then we'll make the radiant liquid piping. Oh, how much room do I have in here? I mean, I probably could make it quite long. Maybe something like this. And then something like that. Let's see if that works. Oh, I think I overfilled this. Oh no, it's still going. Okay, let's put some water down here in the bottle emptier. Awaiting coolant. We sure are. Let's make sure that... Okay, we're almost full. I always brick this cooling loop, so I really don't want to have that happen again. Yeah, I think this is an adequate loop. I think it's way bigger than my last one. My last one that I made was like a tiny little thing, and that sucked. So... They're getting such small pockets of polluted water. I wonder where that's coming from. Oh, is it from here? No. I don't even know if I have a source of polluted water for these guys. They're probably just taking it off the ground. I think it's filling like one packet at a time. Oh, this one did quite a few. Okay, let's finish it there. Hopefully it doesn't clog it up. And we'll move on to this one. Oh, this is going to be petroleum. I almost did polluted water. That would have probably not been good. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this so far. We got some cooling happening already. Basically just have to get the steam turbines cooled for the time being, and then from there we can figure everything out later. Okay, so... Oh, by the way, I think Ken was the one that recommended a last stream, but I finally got the automation overlay mod. And yeah, I like that. I really like those little overlays. I'm glad that it doesn't. I'm glad that it does not show up all the time. Only when I go on the automation screen. I think that looks way better. For some reason, I had the impression from the mod layout that it was going to be just showing it all the time, and that would have been kind of annoying. Just having little blocks of text everywhere. It's a nice mod. Hey, Becca. Yeah, it is a very nice mod. I like it. I like that it shows up only when you want it in the automation layout. Oh, barbecue. Perfect. I actually have way more than enough barbecue, but that's something that I really want to do very early or very early. Very in the near term is set up a cooling chamber for my food. I want to put it right here. So it's right where my duplicants get their food from when they go to the Great Hall. What's the capacity for this? Is it filling up good? 400 kilograms. Oh, it's already... Oh, okay, so yeah, this is just messed up. So I want to send the green signal. Let me just think about this. If it's below 125, right? So if it's too hot... No, if it's too hot, that's when I want to send the green signal. So if it's above 125. And when it's too cold, it shuts off and it goes back into the metal refinery. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. I think we have... I think I can put more coolant in there, but it's full for now. Let's start producing some steel. Let's just see what happens. Let's forget the water for now. Hopefully this pipe... Yeah, it's 600 degrees. That'll be fine. Hopefully this starts to produce some steam. So actually, I can put a little bit more coolant in it. I mean, ideally, I could also... Or not ideally, but I mean, alternatively, I could put it in a liquid reservoir as well. But we'll just throw a little bit more coolant in there. This should be running at like all the time. Let's put in 10, see what happens. Just make sure I'm not breaking things. And then if I need more coolant, I can always add it. Okay, so now that we have that working, we also want to do petroleum generators. Because we're going to be doing our oil refinery inside of the natural gas chambers, which I think is perfectly fine because these off-gas natural gas anyways. So normally in my playthroughs, I would put the oil refineries into my industrial brick and just have them cooled, and then have a liquid lock to separate the chambers to recapture the natural gas, and then send that back into my storage tank. But in this one, I decided just to have my oil refinery directly inside of my natural gas geyser chamber, and obviously have this vacuumed out adequately. It's already sending it to a storage tank, so it's one less thing I have to do. And all I have to really do after this is, if I want more capacity for producing petroleum, is just expand this and throw another one down. So that's kind of my rationale for that part. But yeah, really want some petroleum generators for those high spikes in demand that I might get. I don't think I need a lot. I think I need very few to start with. Maybe, I mean, they produce like 2,000 watts, right? Yeah, just an insane amount of power. Yeah, 2,000 watts. So, I mean, my base doesn't even use that much. My base is using like 4 to 5,000. Have some spikes with that. Have some spikes at 7,000, maybe 8,000. which unfortunately my coal generators are picking up the slack for right now, which I would prefer not to be the case. So let's have some petroleum generators on like permanent backup type thing. Make everything out of lead here because I don't really care for lead that much. We're not dealing with that much radiation at this point. And then just go like that. Have some petroleum coming up from here. So I'm going to build this out of ceramic because I don't want too much heat transfer from the hot oil or the hot petroleum inside of this area. I don't really care about on the outside of the base because the outside of the base is already pretty warm. I have no regard for anything that's going on here anyways. As long as this area is nice and cool and this area is nice and cool, that's really all I care about. And we got some steam. So far so good. Let's hope that the liquid lock doesn't break. Probably need some more steam, but we'll let that go for now. I want to get some petroleum up and running. Igneous rock is the second best. I mean, besides insulate, after ceramic, igneous rock is the best for insulating. So we will bring our petroleum up with that. And it's right here. So I went a little bit too far. You know what? It will look cooler if I went like this. And of course, we'll give that a 6 priority. So we get it done relatively quickly. And then just build some ladders here. Oh, and another thing that I was going to do in this episode is send Ren, I think it's Ren, my digger, to the second asteroid and just dig stuff out. So let me see what his schedule is looking like. So as soon as he wakes up, I'm going to save it just in case I colossally mess up. And I'm just going to send them there for 5, or not 5 cycles, but just temporarily. So I can enable... Where is he? So I can enable the supply, whatever it's called, the supply things. Where is it? Oh, these things are ready now. Sick. Okay, so harvest. Where's Ren? Is Ren there yet? I don't even know where Ren went. Oh, he's just getting up. Okay. He's coming. Okay, let's go to the second planet and just have Ren do a little bit of digging around here. I think this is enabled. Yep. I think that's enabled. Okay, so these are already enabled. Basically, I just need him to keep going with the digging. I just started on your seed. I really like the seed that you put in the description so people can play along. Yeah, it's I hope that people do. It's a fun map. It's a lot of fun. Maybe I should keep the oxyfern. I don't know. The swamp shard. Swamp shards are. I feel like it's part of the DLC. Things just start to mix together now. I mean, the oxyfern's probably not going to do much because it's all polluted oxygen anyway. So, yeah, I don't think it really matters. What I really need to do though is start sending some ceramic to this pod from my pod on my other asteroid, so then I can contain this iron volcano because I could really use that iron right now. Wacko18, hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great Saturday. So let me go over what we're doing, Wacko. We're building our industrial brick on this planetoid. It's coming together quite a bit, but right now I'm just focused on helping Ren out. He's kind of by himself, running solo on the second planet. I need him to do some digging just to get some more production going here, because I really need this iron volcano very, very badly. And the supply input and outputs are pretty close, so I feel like I have a really good chance of... Oh my goodness, I really have to build these two. He's gonna pee himself or something. He's still good, he's still good. So I really want him... I just want to focus on him, make sure I don't forget about him, because I don't need to be killing him. Okay, we got 4 duplicates idle here, so I'm just gonna see what I can do to help them out. Oh, this guy's mad. I know. I was gonna send some duplicates down here, but okay, let's go like this. Let's just go straight down. Straight down. Where did Ren go? Okay, he's there. Okay, he can still get back that way. That's good. That's good. And then I guess we'll keep digging up, seeing what we have up here. Oh, there's another... I think it's another iron volcano. Oh, it's a liquid sulfur geyser. Okay. Oh, there's a cool slush geyser at the very top. Okay, that could be useful. That could be extremely useful, actually. Let's go over. And then we'll go up. Just kind of avoid that water. How's Ren doing? Low oxygen? We'll send them back just before his second break. He's not going to have too much oxygen left in that atmo suit. Yeah, I guess we'll use some sandstone, I guess. Just kind of go like that. And then we'll start transferring the iron from here into... Well, actually, I guess I don't really have to get to the cool slush geyser because I have so much water on my other asteroid that I don't really need to prioritize it. How much oxygen? Okay, still pretty good. Gotta put that there because eventually these oxalites are going to disappear. Actually, maybe we should just come down with this like that. I wonder, yeah, I guess I'm going to have bunker doors to protect if I build the structure around this. How's the oxygen? Okay, let's get him back. I think it's almost his break. I don't want him to get stuck here. Okay, so this we have to put an automation wire to this. Let's do yellow. I think yellow's pretty cool. And then we're going to have this turn on at 70%, let's say, and we'll go to 90%. Maybe 60%. I don't want it to turn on, like I want the coal generators to be completely obsolete, or maybe have it as backup. What do you think of the Bionic add-on? Chaos asks. So I haven't played a lot with the Bionic add-on because ever since they've started, well, I'm not even sure when that one came out. I think it was earlier this year. But I've been doing a lot of YouTube and also like video creation, learning how to do all that stuff. So I haven't had time to play a lot of the DLCs. So the Bionic Duplicant DLC, I played for maybe an hour or two when it first came out, and then I sort of just moved on from it. But overall, my impressions were pretty good. I don't think the Bionic Duplicants are... I don't find them as fun to play with, but that could be just because I'm sort of ignorant to how to make the most of them. That makes sense. But it's the same with the Frosty Planet pack. I played that for maybe an hour. I played maybe 2 or 3 hours actually, because I did start a new Asteroid with it, and I found it to be incredibly easy because you're not dealing with heat management early on. Like everything is super cold. So in that regard, I found it to be easy, but I'm sure there's challenges like at the midway point that are harder because of the cold. I'm not too sure. And then the prehistoric pack, I've had no time at all to play around with that. I do eventually want to take some Bionic Duplicants. Oh, what's the Dasha Salt Vine Seed? That sounds cool. I really hate to pass up Pips, but I already have Pips. I find it hard to learn and control, Chaos says. Yeah, I mean, they're different, right? It's not something that I'm used to, but I mean, I think that they're I think that they're a great addition in the sense that it changes up how you play if you want to play a different way that you've never played before. So I think there are definitely some benefits to it. Let's just delete that. I think that's literally the only thing that needs to be done. And then the Petroleum can be working. Okay, we got a little bit of steam, mostly on this side, which is actually okay. I don't really mind that. 21 kilograms, 20 kilograms of steam. How much do I have here? 100? I guess I could put in some more water. I might not really need it, but it's hard enough to learn the base game. Yeah, yeah, the base game can be... oh, I should put a block here. Dang it, I forgot all about that. Maybe... yeah, a block there, and then we'll have another way to get down. So I don't want these guys to be flooded. Yeah, Chaos says it. I like the variety. It was hard enough to learn the base game. Yeah, the base game has a steep learning curve. But I think a lot of that knowledge can be transferable to learning the new DLCs. Learning the new DLCs is very similar to just learning... like learning how to do a new build. Like if you've never done the Aquatuner steam turbine build, then you know, it's probably you probably mess up a couple times at first. Maybe forget to vacuum it out. Maybe forget just one packet of diluted oxygen or whatever, and then it doesn't work the way you want it. I'm sure if you played enough with the Bionic Duplicants, I'm sure they're a lot of fun. I just haven't had the time to learn them. This playthrough, I'm going to learn them though. That's kind of why I've been delaying so long to get to space and stuff like that, because I want to do everything that I can in terms of taming all the geysers. Oh, I'm getting overheat. It's probably this, I have to guess. Oh, it's because I'm not cooling this yet. That's silly. Yeah, that's my fault. So here, we'll just do this. Okay, there. And then we'll fix it up, and then we'll cool it. Let's see. I was playing playing almost all day, and I finally think this will be reset because I got a hot water hub too cold around, no wood, no power to sustain warming up. Oh, is that for the frosty planet? Oh, I do remember that's one of the issues with the frosty planet. Even the spawn field, because water getting in about 20 degrees and it freezes on conduits. Yeah, I never got that far with the frosty planet, so there you go. That's a great example of something that would inevitably fail that I didn't think about. Did you call it Super Duper Dreamland because you're making a sleeper colony like with a Brian time machine thing? No, actually, that was what was random. That was what was given to me by the game. Believe it or not. Just the randomizer. Oh, I should go down. I don't have to go up. Actually, hang on a sec. This is going to cool the rest of my base, so I have to loop it this way. Yeah, this will work. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to be impeding the paths of other coolants. I suppose I can always reroute it, but yeah, let's see. I want to go this way. Maybe I'll go straight down and then start cooling here. That's probably the best case scenario. I don't think I need a lot of... Oh, okay, that's not gonna work, see? Okay. Something like that, and then go up like this and over. That's not gonna work either. I have to go in like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, Chaos, I got a little distracted there. Yeah, it was just what the game gave me as a randomizer, and I really liked it. I've never gotten that one before. I may have added like Duper into it, I think. Maybe it was just Super Dreamland or something, but it was mostly the randomizer that came up with it, which I thought was great. Let's just take a look here. It's all steam in here. Perfect. A little bit of polluted oxygen in here, unfortunately, from the polluted water, probably. But it is what it is, I suppose. I don't have enough carbon dioxide to stop it from overpressurizing, so until that's the case, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. We'll also put in some natural gas geysers here. Do I have no lead? Oh, this can't be built out of lead. And then some ventilation. Obviously, we're just gonna just kind of vent it wherever. Vent it right here. Can my duplicates reach that? Yes, they can. And then we'll bring in the natural gas this way. No, not granite. Not granite at all. I want igneous rock. And then we'll pipe it down and go like that. Add the smart battery, and that should take care of most of our power. You know what? I'm just gonna make this out of iron or copper. Just have regular. Yeah, like I don't have to try to be cute and fancy with the lead. Until I can get cooling going, I don't want to have to deal with that again. It's kind of annoying. So this is going to cool again, 5 degrees, or if it's above 5 degrees, rather. There we go. I clicked the wrong button earlier. Silly of me. That's why everything is kind of green. Kind of makes sense now. Okay, we're doing good with steel though. I think this is working, so I'm pretty confident that I can keep going with my steel production here without stuff breaking. I mean, I say that now, but we'll see. Sorry guys, let me just get a drink. Another thing that I would love to do is move this heavy walk conductive wire over so it's not blocking this way, because then I'm going to have to do jumpers for every single one of these transformers. So I'm going to start building a way first to get into here, and then we'll do like a how am I going to do this now? Because we have to build a vacuum seal for it. I think vacuum seal would have been way easier when I had this thing vacuumed out initially. I watched your 4 first streams, but couldn't get my base any farther. Where did you have issues, Wacko? Please let me know. Maybe I can help you out. Or maybe I can just go around. Yeah, I don't have to be cute with it. There's literally no reason to do that. Let's just go around. It's not a big deal. We'll get all that lead back anyways because we'll just delete this area. And then we can start running our power wires straight through. Actually, I have a feeling that I only need probably... Like this one can do stuff here. Yeah, this one will go this way. And hook to that. And then we'll keep branching off and putting stuff together and all that great stuff. Invalid build location. Oh, silly mistake. Silly mistake. My play got a couple of water sources, but they are too cold. Do you mean like the cool slush geyser? First of all, are you playing on the Terra asteroid or the Frosty Planet asteroid? See how our critters are doing. A stone hatch, smooth hatch. Okay, that's all good. We got 8 and 7. Our Drekos are really... Are they starving or? Yeah, they're all looking for... Oh, they're also not reproducing because I have an egg here. That's kind of annoying. All right, let's speed this process up. This is taking too long. I just found a hot steam vent, but not got any more algae, so got no time to put the spawn door. Oh, that's unfortunate. So you were almost there though, right? You're so close. So I think here's what my advice would be to you is play the same asteroid again, and this time focus on getting that hot water vent online. as quickly as possible. So like just rush the hot steam vent. Because now that you know where it is, you don't have to spend as much time looking for it. You can spend more time building the infrastructure and, you know, figuring that part of the game out. Or at least for that asteroid, right? Like, if you're... That's usually what I tell new people is... I think it's the best way to learn. Or if you want to play on my asteroid that I'm playing here, like somebody was saying earlier, let me just go back. I think it was Chaos was saying the seed is in the description of this video. So if you want to play along with me, then you know, you can kind of see what I did and maybe have your own ideas on what you would do differently. Make some aluminum ore. Nice. How can I start on the same asteroid? So the seed, like the coordinates for this asteroid are in the description of this video. So this is a Terra asteroid on the Spaced Out DLC classic game mode. So if you start a new game, click Spaced Out Classic, and then you copy the seed in the description of this video into the coordinates. And that will give you, yes, thank you so much, Chaos. That will give you the exact asteroid that I'm playing on. Oh, no, I mean... Okay, so this is... I mean, on your asteroid. So you can find your seed at the very bottom. So if you pause the game. That's your seed there. I guess we'll have 80. Kind of want these guys to be working. And what's the temperature here? Okay, so I need some polluted water, please. And then we can disable all this. Yeah, you put that in at the start. Yeah, just like Bob said. Thank you, Bob, and the Chaos. Okay, so this is working now. That's pretty cool. It's gonna overheat though, so I really need the polluted water like today, or we're gonna have an overheating issue. Oh, thank you. 1 packet of polluted water. Okay, so I think I know what the problem is. I think the problem is that I'm not having a bottle filler. Let's go ahead and drop a bottle filler in here, and then I can get some polluted water. Because these things are going to overheat ASAP. And also, you know what? I guess I can start sweeping this up as well. I have a lot of, just in case my duplicates are idle, I have a lot of old storage areas. So put that to 4, just in case my duplicates have literally nothing to do. Which seems to be the case when when I'm not paying attention to them. Okay, so that's working. I like that. Slowly but surely, getting some cooling going on here. This should be, yeah, this should be at 9. I'm going to start shutting these off. Oh, maybe, you know what? Before I do that, I kind of feel bad. Even though I have so much, I kind of feel bad for wasting the natural gas. So just going to use it all up. Also, my asteroid got a lot of polluted oxygen. If I can filter that, it can hold my base a lot. Yeah, for sure. You can absolutely filter it. And by filtering it, you're going to kill all the germs in it as well. Not naturally, but the oxygen kills the germs. Let's go put a kiln in here. Oh, yes, I can fit it right there. Perfect. I'm pretty sure I can delete this tile now. Let me just save in case I really mess this up. But now that I have steam and I don't anticipate it ever going back to water, pretty sure I can just delete that. It's like I kind of don't like that my duplicates have to jump over it. Okay, that's a little bit annoying, but you know what? First world problems, am I right? But how can I do that? Because air filter is not 100% safe. Oh, sorry. Let me just scroll back up here. So you can use deodorizers and pretty much put, like, if you don't have oxygen in your base, you can have like areas where the polluted oxygen is able to come in. Like build something like this where you have maybe, I don't know, you have something like that, and then you put some deodorizers in there. Deodorizers cover quite a large area, like you can see. So put like maybe 2 in here, and then as the polluted oxygen is coming in, it will kill. It will turn it into clean oxygen, and as soon as the clean oxygen with germs in it spreads in your base with the rest of the clean oxygen, it will kill off the germs. Germs don't survive in clean oxygen. For my cooling loops, I've gotten into the habit of making one tile smaller than I want, then bricking them on purpose, then extending them by. Oh, that's an interesting idea, Sean. Why do you? Is that on purpose, or is there like a? Is it like this? I just bricked mine. So I think I see what you mean. I think if you build it small, then brick it, and then you build it the size you want it, then you don't have to do what I just did and have to fix it. I think I know what you mean. Then he says then I don't have to babysit them. Okay. I gotcha. Matthew, thank you so much for joining the stream. I ran into an issue last game making ceramic. Is the only way to get clay filtered? So, you know what? That's a good question. I normally have just like natural clay sort of around. Let's see how you can produce clay. Okay, the Mammoth patty, deodorizer, and I guess by digging it out. So yeah, I suppose that's the the only way. I don't even have deodorizers, so maybe I wanna get some clay production up and running. I have 15 tons, which is not going to last forever. Go ahead and disable that. Oh, and with doors, how do I control how much get in? Are you speaking with with regards to oxygen? Is that what you mean, Wacko? But that's a good point, Matthew. Maybe I should start producing some more clay because I'm going to use it up very quickly. Okay. Oh, I have to fix this. This shouldn't be too hard though. I'll just go like that, and then keep filling it up a little bit. I know it's kind of annoying, but I promise I won't brick it this time. Let's just put that on 9. Okay, I kind of like how this is working, and I can even put this way off to the side and then have something else in here. Yeah, your idea with some doors, I can control how much I can get into my base. Okay, so you could use, like, if you want to use the way I did, which it's probably not the most optimal way, to be clear. But if you want to do something like this, where you make a little channel where the polluted oxygen can come in, just keep in mind that the polluted oxygen has to have more pressure on the outside than the inside oxygen for it to come in. So you know what I mean? That's kind of like a tire with air in it. So, oh, my duplicates are idle. Hold on a sec. Let me just get them working. Keep going down here. Ooh, there's a volcano there. So you could use like mechanized airlocks with Atmos sensors. But just make sure that, yeah, so if you have 4K on the outside, the pressure should transfer inside pretty easily. Just play around with it, right? Like try I mean, you don't want too much because then the germs won't die as quickly. If you have a lot of clean oxygen where the clean oxygen overwhelms the germs very easily, then you should have no problems. Clay comes pretty easily if you just put deodorizers at the edge of your base or at choke points near slime biomes. That's a great point, Bob. Yeah, in this playthrough, I haven't made any clay at all. It's just been what I've been mining out. I think it's above 4K for popped eardrums. So I have 2K inside here, and my duplicates are not popped. Okay, it's not bricked. I did it. So, Sean, I kind of did use your idea there, but I just maybe not as efficient as you did. So I just essentially by building an extra row, I was able to replicate what you talked about. But that's a great point. Thank you, Sean. I'm gonna keep that in mind for the future because I always brick it. Okay, but this is cool. Now we have we can delete these altogether. We're done with that. I'm not gonna send my duplicates up here because these guys are big mad right now. We can delete all this. We can delete that. The power wires. I mean, I guess we could keep the power wires, but you know what? We don't need it right now. The coal generators, I definitely do not need the coal generators anymore. So we're done with using coal. I don't need the kiln anymore. And I can start relocating these transformers. Yeah, let's take the Swamp Shard Heart. Sounds new to me. Let's see if we have a fridge storage for that. I don't think I've had that one here yet. The swamp. No, I do not. Perfect. Okay, so let's see how our cooling is doing very early on. Okay, well, we did. Okay, well, it's not bricked, but it's like lagging or something. So let's do another one. I don't know what happened there. It was working fine. I guess it wasn't like going, and then let's just do one more. You know what? Actually, we'll go like this. We'll kind of just go like that. That'll be fine. Actually, I'm pretty happy with that. Like, it looks messy, but it's working fine, so not a big deal. I'll fix it later if I remember. Okay, kiln can start doing some ceramic. And we'll do some refined carbon as well. What else? What else needs to go in here? Everything seems to be kind of working the way I envisioned, which is really nice. This can be deleted. This can be deleted. Automation is done. Let's put down a deodorizer. For deodorizer, we need sand. How much? I'm pretty sure I have plenty of sand, but I want to make sure I don't have to worry about it for a long time. Yeah, I have almost 1,000 tons of sand. Let's put it right here because it's the closest spot to where I think there's probably a lot of sand nearby. Okay. Now I need to build another loop just like this. I really like this loop. So go down, over, up, over, just like that. Perfect. Put a steel shut off right here. And then a liquid pipe thermal sensor with some automation, some yellow automation. And then this guy can go right underneath. And I should have a room. I should have some room for a rock crusher there. I think that would look super cool. Let me just, before my duplicates build it, I want to make sure. No, I need one more space for a rock crusher. So I'm going to move this over just a tad. So rock crusher first. Make a blue rock crusher, I suppose. And then we'll build another metal refinery. Oh, you know what? I should have some statues in between. My decor, my duplicates will be spending a lot of time here. I don't want to have to redo all this. So rock crusher, a blue rock crusher, and then a metal refinery off to the side. Which means this might not work anymore the way I want it to. Yeah, it kind of won't line up, but you know what? It's okay. I think I'll live. If it doesn't line up exactly. What did I build this out of? Granite? No, it's igneous rock. Okay, it could have been worse. Could have been definitely worse. Okay, liquid pipe thermal sensor here with an automation wire that's yellow here. And then a bypass. A bypass here. Kind of like that. And put this here for now. This can be deleted. I'm quite happy with I suppose the amount of coolant I have. Let's put some statues in here now. Build it. Yeah, so I can have 20 plus decor with lead also, huh? How about gold? Is only 20 plus with gold? I think gold should give you more decor. It's kind of interesting that it doesn't give you as much. But whatever, we'll build that out of lead because we have ample amounts of it. Oh, I really don't like how it's off center. I really don't like that. I'm going to move it over one more. Okay, eggshells to lime forever, fossils to lime forever, pokeshell mold to lime forever. Actually, fossil can wait for now. I have so much eggshells and molds right now from not having crushed anything for a long time that I think it'll be fine. Okay, we have to run our cooling loops through here because now we're so we'll do something like this. Probably add some more polluted water in it as well. What's tungsten for? Right now, nothing useful. Right now, nothing useful. Overheat temperature plus 50. Very high. We have, I mean, thermium, but we can't make that right now. We need a molecular forge and niobium. Hydrogen gas, if you were to use the plugs. Yeah, right now, nothing useful. In time. Thermium is really useful, though. Let's go back to the screen here. So if you can get niobium, then you can just build a molecular forge, have some thermium, and thermium has a overheat temperature of plus 900 degrees. So I guess like in the late game, that's what tungsten is good for. Niobium, you can get it from, let's see, produced by thermium. Pretty good conductivity. Yeah, you know, it's funny that you say that because I think the next video that I have coming out, Bob, I think I featured tungsten in that one, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I'm still in the process of editing it. Thermium is basically anything that is too hot for steel. I doubt we'll use it in this playthrough. I hope I do for something, but I doubt we'll get to it until very, very late game. Like I said, I do want this kind of to be like an everything asteroid and to have kind of feature as many applications as possible. But I don't even use thermium. I mean, maybe Bob would have a better answer for that, to be honest. But I hardly ever use thermium, even in my sandbox when I'm trying to like test things for tutorials. Maybe if you're doing a nuclear reactor or possibly a sour gas boiler, but even then, I don't think you need thermium. I think you can probably get away with steel. Yeah, you definitely don't need thermium for a sour gas boiler, now that I think about it. So, I mean, to be honest, I think maybe Bob would have better answers, or someone with a lot more playtime than I do. But I think for most applications, you can get away with steel, and thermium is like if you don't want to cool something, or if you maybe want to run it through or very close to molten magma. Even then, insulation made from the sap tree. The sap tree. The sap tree. Is that? Are you talking about? This is not this. I know this is not the sap tree, but oh no, they ate the. Oh, they ate the wood? The branches? I don't even think I got nectar out of it. Is that what you were talking about there, that guy? Yeah, I don't even have nectar because they ate the wood. Or they harvested the branches, rather. The living tree. Oh, man, I'm blanking right now. That eats meat. What's the insulation called? I'm just blanking right now. Sap? My next video was on insulation. So, and I don't have the sap at all in that video. I have insulite, ceramic, igneous rock. Those are basically the 3 best insulators if you're building like liquid piping. Oh, that's the perfect installation. So insulate. Is that what you're talking about? Insulate. This one? Oh, okay. You're talking about this sap. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the nectar for some reason. Just totally blanking. I mean, yeah, that's useful for a lot because it's literally the best insulator in the entire game. So even ceramic has very small amounts of like heat leak or cooling leak from it. So I don't know if I can demonstrate this here because there's not a lot of heat running through these pipes. But if you look at ceramic, where's my ceramic piping here? Do I have ceramic piping at all? I don't even think I'm using. Oh, here it is. So ceramic still has. It's still not a perfect insulator. It still has a tiny bit of thermal conductivity. So liquid traveling through it and liquid traveling, like very hot liquid traveling through it, still heats up the surrounding atmosphere and it still heats up the pipe very, very slowly. And if you're sending coolant through it, it'll very, very slowly cool the surroundings. But it's so slow that you'll hardly notice unless it's like extreme temperatures. So yeah, if you absolutely want it, like if you're I don't know, if you're producing liquid hydrogen from the bottom of your base and trying to get it to your rockets, maybe in that scenario you would need insulate, because I feel like possibly the temperature drop might turn it into it might change state. But I mean, in that scenario, you wouldn't have it all the way. You wouldn't have the production all the way down there anyways, right? So I mean, I think it's one of those things where it's not like, yeah, it's practical in the sense that it's absolutely the perfect insulator, but do you need it? I mean, maybe for very late game you might need it. For your liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. But yeah, so it's definitely, I think for the most part, you're going to be able to use ceramic just fine. Yeah, exactly, Bob. Like, if you're getting to late game very often, then you probably need insulate. I gotta turn off these suppressing. These are very annoying. Do I have liquid water here? Not liquid water. What am I talking about? Petroleum. This should probably be at like 40 at least, so I can get rid of my coal generators. Oh, I did. It's getting late. It's just getting late. I mean, this isn't optimal, but I'll just go like that. Let's see how the cooling is doing. Cooling is doing pretty good. I'm kind of happy with that. And you know what, Bob? To that point, so I don't play late game very often. I get kind of bored during the mid game. So I suppose that's one thing that you can like embrace during late game, right? When you get that far. So what the most fun thing about the game for me is building all the stuff that I'm doing now and taming all the geysers and the volcanoes. So I've never really embraced the those tight margin builds before, but maybe that's something that I can do. Oh, I got no oxygen in here. Well, that's unfortunate. So let's pump some oxygen in. I'm just clicking all over the place right now. This is not good. Let's just put in a regular vent, just like that. Hopefully my duplicates can get to all that. Oh, let's put the Drecos. Yeah, I have too many Drecos just rolling around here. Let's just put them in there. Okay, so what else can I do here to make this industrial brick work more? Okay, I need to fill this with petroleum. Looks like that's already done, so this can come out. But now I have to redesign this piping. So I want it to be just like that. Let's go ahead and take this out. Let it go back in. To get the liquid shut off in here. At least it's right over top. It's not going to be perfect, but at least it's right over top. And then take this out. Take out that liquid pipe. And then... Oh man, this is gonna kill me to do this. It's just not gonna look the way I want it to. I would say when you get to rockets, you start to get to late game. That's like the transition period. But I think it's highly subjective as well. Everyone kind of has a different, like what I consider to be mid-game is by the time you start your plastic production, steel production, you kind of have a source of infinite water that you can use for oxygen production. Not necessarily all of those things combined, but you know, at least some of those things. I say that's what I would consider mid-game. And then late game would be starting to get your rockets, starting to work on completing the printing pod requirements, which are also kind of subjective. Like you don't really have to complete that. That's the great thing about the game. It's just so open-ended. I've never been able to planet that's mostly lava. Any advice? No, I don't have any. I don't have any advice on how to conquer the lava planet. Unfortunately, that would be an interesting one. That would certainly be an interesting one. I do not have any advice on that. Let's do improved carrying and improved construction. Just get some of these guys leveled up. Some of my newer people. That'd be an interesting one to check out and maybe do a tutorial on or something. So what? I really don't like this layout. I'm just gonna copy this one and move everything over because it's not gonna sit well with me. And then I'll just make this longer and then it'll be fine. I'll have more cooling capacity. That's actually the best idea ever. Just completely forget about... then I have this little gap in there. Whatever. Whatever, not gonna really worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. I need to suppress the current while it's... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get it. There we go. I can get to the planetoid, there's no problem, but getting to the bottom is a no-go. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll try that one out one time. I don't think I have it on here. It's not connected to this. Well, I don't play spaced out, like the spaced out version of the game. I like to play the classic. So I think maybe that might affect my, let's say, skill level per se to get into those planetoids. I really enjoy staying on one planet. And I like my second planet to be basically entirely a resource-driven planet. Like, I don't want to have a colony on it. I just want to harvest the materials. Like, on this planet here, I just want to tame this iron volcano, maybe the sulfur. Where's the sulfur at? Cool slush. Oh, it's right here. There's a sulfur geyser here. I just don't find the rockets to be as an interesting part of the game as just a base game. I don't know, that might not be the most popular opinion. I mean, I'm not saying that rockets are bad or anything. It's just I find the building on one asteroid to be a lot more fun. Oh, I have no oxygen on these ammo suits? Why is that? Hydra's working perfectly fine. I guess it's just not coming over quick enough. Okay, that's fine. That'll figure itself out. Okay, let's keep going over here. Keep digging this guy out. Soon we're going to need access to oil, and we should also build a pipe for that because right now we're manually delivering the oil. Like, our poor duplicants are manually delivering it. That's wild. So let's go ahead and build some infrastructure so they don't have to do that. And I'm just going to use igneous rock for that. Okay, Dire Taco Man. That joke incoming. I need a weapon, so I combined potassium, nickel, and iron together and got a knife. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that one. Thank you for the dad joke. Thank you for the warning as well. The heads up. How are you doing tonight, Taco Man? Thank you for joining the stream and for your dad joke. We got our industrial brick up and running. It's being cooled. Oh, why is this so hot? Oh, is it just made out of granite? Oh, no. I'm like boiling this part of my... boiling this part of my friggin' industrial brick. That sucks. Hopefully it doesn't, hopefully rebuilding that doesn't just... I keep forgetting if rebuilding it just messes everything up, so I'm just gonna save. I think it should be okay. Yeah, okay. Sometimes I don't trust the duplicants, that's all. That was not fun. Look at this, even the liquid bridge. Why is the liquid bridge so hot? Oh, okay. I gotta put it one up. And you know what? We'll just build it out of ceramic. I messed that up. Yeah, I gotta put it up one more. Like that. And then delete this. My obsession with Oni is on hold temporarily due to Borderlands 4. Are you playing on console or PC? I'm still surprised my computer can... Okay, there you go. There's my answer. I'm still surprised my computer can run it. Well, that's awesome that you're enjoying it. It's always good to branch out, play something new, and ultimately just kind of, you know, reset yourself and come back. Because if you get burnt out, then it's no good. Let's deconstruct this and hope and pray that doesn't break anything while I'm looking at something else. And then we're just gonna... That was a silly mistake on my end. Very silly. What graphics card are you using, Taco Man? Oh, absolutely. We were just talking about Costco hot dogs earlier. You absolutely need a Costco hot dog every now and then. But sometimes you also need a Costco poutine. Okay, let's do some wires in here. That'll look kind of cool. Actually, we'll... Okay, yeah, we'll do the wires. I can just go straight down, I guess. What color was this? I forgot already. Green? Yeah, I like green. And then we'll connect it right here. RX 5700. That's not bad, I don't think. Mine's the 6800 XT. So I don't think you're too much. I don't think yours is that bad. Well, it should. Well, I mean, I heard that Borderlands wasn't very well optimized, but yeah, I think it should do fine running it, depending on what resolution that you're working at. This game does not need a good graphics card, I guess. I think this game is more PCU intensive. Yeah, Taco Man already inserted. I think you need a good CPU for this game. Well, I mean, I think you need a good CPU in the late game when the game is just like incredibly, like keeping track of a lot of things at the same time, and especially multiple planets. Okay, so let's go ahead and start to splice off. Like, for example, here, I don't think I need this anymore. So now, how much does this have? This has 800 watts, which is not bad. I think we can probably keep... I mean, we could probably put all of this on it as well. Like, nothing is actually... There's actually no problems happening right now anyway, so... Maybe we'll splice into here as well. Maybe we'll keep that splice in. Keep that splice in. Take this one out. And then add a new one down here. From here. We'll see how that works out. Let's say cycle 800, 100 dupes, or 300 curves. I start to slow. Yeah, that would definitely make me slow down. That's one of the reasons I like to play so slow. I never go beyond like 20 duplicates. I just don't think my computer could handle it. Actually, there gets to a point sometimes where the only way I can like comfortably move around the asteroid like this is if I pause. Pausing like really allows you to move smoothly, and if it gets too leggy for me, I normally just end up restarting. I'll be honest, it kind of annoys me. So I try to keep my asteroid clean as much as I can. Try not to take on too many duplicates. Try not to have this situation like with all these fluxes just everywhere, which I have to fix, but in time. But for people like me who keep restarting, it doesn't take much. Yeah, exactly. I love restarting. I'm a chronic restarter as well if I'm playing offline. What's wrong with the volcano rail? Okay, so the volcano rail, it's actually working as intended right now. So right now it's just holding the material, which is igneous rock, on the rail until it gets sufficiently cool enough to go into the cooling chamber. So I want to get as much heat from these igneous rocks as possible before I send them to be cooled in the cooling chamber, because then my aqua tuner has to do more work than necessary. This is how it looks. It goes into the conveyor loader, it loops around the steam room, and then when the conveyor thermosensor detects that it's below 170, it sends it through. Oh, I just changed it by accident. I actually don't want it to be 170. I want it to be 130. It sends it through to the cooling chamber. But now what I've done here is I've also kind of bricked it because I don't even know why I'm doing this, to be honest with you. My duplicates, I had this bright idea. It's been stopped for a while. It's most likely is working, but it's running so slow, or it's taking it from here instead. And my duplicates keep loading it onto here because I had this bright idea to allow manual use, and it's probably not working as intended. But it should be prioritizing the volcano loop because I have a bridge in here. Okay, so it's stopping at 130, and then it sends it through to the cooling chamber, and that's just so I can extract as much heat from it as possible for my steam turbines. And then the aqua tuner does the rest, and it cools it down here. Once it cools it down here, it gets put on another conveyor rail where it then goes into my base to feed my stone hatches. And the great thing about that is that they carry a little bit of cooling with them as well. Like, not too much. My base is already like very cold, relatively speaking. So as it's coming through my base, it's slowly heating up because my base is hotter than the igneous rock. And the aqua tuners have the job of feeding the critter feeders. Actually, they should. I don't know why I have manual use enabled here. I want my auto sweepers to do all that. That's my receptacle. So there you go. Keep it moving in a loop helps cool it down. Perhaps, but this is more than enough production for me right now. If I needed more production, I could change it up a little bit. But you can see that my rail is full, so I'm not too worried about it being any more efficient than it already is. Okay, so I was dealing with the transformers. Let's go ahead and take this off. That transformer is now doing that. So that's 1500 watts. We got 2000 watts. And we got, yeah, it's 2000 watts, 1500 watts, 6000 watts. Okay, I'm surprised that's never broken yet. It's kind of funny. But I suppose there's a reason for that, and that's because we're actually not using it all of it at the same time. So for that, we're going to, I guess we'll use this one. Not iron. Not iron. My game is starting to lag. Starting to click and it's not registering. Gotta start cleaning stuff up. Let's do that. And then we have duplicates idle again. I'm pretty sure I can let Ada out now. I feel confident letting it. We'll keep running for a little bit longer. Where was I? Unreachable build. Oh. Unreachable build. Oh, is it this one? Hey, Kevin. Better late than never. Thank you so much for joining. How's your Saturday going? If you're on Saturday yet. We've gotten our industrial brick functioning. Our cooled industrial brick. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're doing all right. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Okay, so what am I doing here? This is... Let's go ahead and start producing more steel. How much iron do we have? We should have plenty of iron. Where's our... Yeah, we have 70 tons and 9 tons of unrefined. 2 more ladders needed. Are you talking about this one here? Or was it something else? Was it for something here? Oh, it must have been for this, right? Sorry, I got distracted there. I kind of don't like that, but I don't want to break it, so... we'll just leave it for now. Yeah, so coal generators... Looks like they got it. Looks like they got it now. Thanks for the heads up. Oh, that's speaking of which, I really should get that online. Let's go ahead and do that, because then I can start making surf and turf and stuff like that. I know Along told me about it like 4 streams ago, but... One of those things that I kept putting off. Yeah, I guess we'll use... Yeah, we'll do that. Unreachable build there. Just go around. Make it look cool. Is that a minor volcano or a full? This one's a full volcano. But I'm pretty sure I have a minor volcano here. Pretty sure this is minor. Yes, it is. So we'll eventually get that online. But what I really need to get online actually is my oil wells. Because now that we're using petroleum for fast track mod, I definitely don't use fast track mod. Let me write that down and I can look into it when I end the stream. I love looking into mods that the chat suggests. Kevin always gives great mod suggestions. Fast track mod. I have a volcano, but I don't know what the ratio of steam turbines I need to use. Okay, so that's a pretty... So I would start with 3, and then if the volcano doesn't produce as much magma, you can always not use... Like, I don't think it's too much of a big deal to have 3 instead of 2. But you know my opinion on this game. I kind of like to just brute force things and just have it work. So I don't mind spending the extra material or maybe, let's say, waste material to build an extra steam turbine. 3 seems to be the optimal number for this volcano, because when this thing is hot, like these things are running at full blast. Oh, okay. I thought someone got stuck. But speaking of which, we have some guys who are not working, so let's keep digging. Let's just dig this out. This is kind of annoying, all this liquidy stuff there. And where else should we dig? I need to get some more metals. So we'll keep digging down here. At this point, I might as well just keep everything intact. Just go all the way down. Full volcano, I have a sophisticated and somewhat efficient setup that could work with one and has sort of, but at least 2 for best getting igneous rock and not just power out of it. 2 turbines. Yeah, I'll have to look into more efficient volcano setups because admittedly, I know this is not the most efficient one. You'll see after I install them out. Okay, I'll go check it out. Thank you for the suggestion, Han. Admittedly, this is probably not the most efficient setup. This is something that I just threw together. So, I'll definitely look into some more. Oh, I don't want to take the Gint or the knit. I'll look into some more efficient setups and see how I can get more production out of it. But I'm quite happy with how it's been working so far. Like, this thing's lasted a very long time. And I'm getting a plenty of igneous rock to feed my stone hatches. So I haven't had too many issues. You know what? Might as well just get rid of that, make it look cool. My efficient setup is a vacuum lava catching basin that has steel metal tiles to drain the heat, and a robo miner and a liquid level gauge. The basic idea is that it siphons off the heat from the magma. What mod are you using for the alternative block? Look, it's called the Truth Tile mods. All the mods that I use should be in the description below. If I set it up correctly. So Kevin was saying, siphon off the heat from the magma until it is solid and broken up. Then when the temperature drops low enough, pipe igneous solid pieces to steam heat. Interesting, Kevin. I'm gonna look into that. Yes, it's True Tile, Terry. True Tile mod. Okay, what else do I want to accomplish today? It is getting a little bit late for me. My poor voice is starting to go. Do you need a robo miner if you have a steam room? No, I haven't had to use a robo miner yet. As long as you have, I mean, I don't think you need one for a steam room. Usually I put it in my, where is it? Oh, is this thing? Oh, this was dormant. I could have went and built. I can still build it. Doesn't matter. I forgot all about this. This thing was supposed to be my big plan. I had big plans for that. Didn't come to pass. We'll probably play for another 10-20 minutes ish. Just do some more digging and then we'll call it a night. I do have stuff to do in the morning, so I'll eventually have to wrap it up. Here's my supply input. Sorry, guys. Could have muted my mic there. I apologize. Just had to let that good yawn out. This is another thing I was looking for is the supply input, so I can start sending ceramic to my second asteroid, and then I can tame some of these volcanoes. I'm sort of tempted to just get rid of this entire cold biome. It's kind of in the way. But I don't know. Maybe later. Maybe later. For now, just keep digging here. Keep digging here. Let's see if that messes everything up. I think it will. I don't think I should do that. Actually, that's fine. Unrefrigerated food. What's unrefrigerated? See how the cooling is doing. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, I need to make a glass forge as well. I really have to start making glass. I wonder if I even unlocked that yet. I did. Okay. So what does this need? This needs a lot of power, duplicate operation, and a liquid output pipe. I wonder... I don't know where I'm going to put this yet. We'll figure that out, but I'm definitely going to have to get one very shortly. What else? I don't need this anymore. This thing I don't need because it's now being... Yeah, that's fine. So I can delete that. Do you have to pipe it to the steam room? Do you pipe it up to steam room? Sorry, Kevin, I'm blanking. Oh, the glass. Yeah, yes, the glass, I'm gonna pipe it up here. Yes. I mean, this uses 6, this is a lot of potential load, but it's never gone up to 2000 yet. Or at least not long enough to break it. Knock on wood. So, I'm not too worried about that at the moment. But let's go ahead and this one thing is only doing it's not worth it. So you know what? Let's just go like this. Boom. Take that out. We don't need this. What did I just do? There we go. And then we'll relocate all this water as well. Yeah, we got lots of stuff to do. Oh, my... Holy smokes. I have 0 power. Probably because I have 0 petroleum. Okay, so that's something I can work on before I wrap it up. Obviously, we really need to put some petroleum. That's not going to work. So we'll go like this. I can't have my duplicates manually delivering the oil. That's crazy. And in the next episode, we're going to work on oil production. But for now, we'll just do the lazy way. And we'll just pump it up. I'm going to take the risk and not even filter it yet. And fingers crossed that I don't forget to filter it after. Oh, this is all not working now. Because of... probably because of that, yeah. Probably because of that. So yeah, let's get this online right away. Maybe I took away my previous energy producers prematurely. I guess I could use hydrogen as well. I have plenty of hydrogen. But if I... Could you imagine if I crippled my power network and I couldn't get it back online? I had these like the hamster wheel to get it going again. I'm gonna turn this off for now. Okay, where are we with the oil? So this is good. I don't need this anymore. Take that off. This thing should be a 7 right now. And the oil is coming. The oil is coming. I suppose I could also manually put in the petroleum while I wait for it. But the oil's coming now, so we should be good. Okay, I need to also not do this because everything needs power right now. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I forgot to automate this. I'm sending way too much of this water away. John Monty says, sweet, I made it to another Ethan Plays Live. Well, thank you so much, John, for stopping by. I'm nearing the end of the stream, so I'm sorry that you couldn't be here earlier, but I really appreciate you for coming by and making an appearance. We got our industrial brick running. So this thing is, it's cooled where it needs to be cooled, and it's hot where it needs to be hot. But it's just about time for me to wrap it up. Just wanted to get my oil up and running before I crippled my entire power network and I left myself stranded. I think we might put the oil refinery in this one. I think that's what I was trying to do here, actually. Just build this out so I can have a vacuumed out space, finish this build, and then I can have 2 oil refineries here. And that will allow me to basically not have my duplicates run all the way down here, which isn't that far, to be fair, but they're already coming out from this location. If they could just go up here and start working, I think that would be a lot better than having to run all the way down here. How's our water looking, by the way? We haven't even checked that. 84,000 kilograms of water. We have plenty of water. And our power's looking a lot better now. The big thing is, now with the polluted water, I'm definitely going to have another chamber for storage. And that's going to be polluted water for sure. Maybe put it right here or something. I'll decide that later, though. I don't know how many I want to do or where I want to put it. But yeah, probably somewhere here. Have to relocate some piping as well. But basically, I want to get started on pinch pepper plants. I want to get started on the surf and turf. We have a lot of right now that we can do. As soon as we make one, I have to make sure that we get it refrigerated. And also, I want to do my frozen food storage. So frozen food storage is going to be a big thing for me, because now that I'm making surf and turf, and I want to have a Pacu farm, it's going to be a big deal. I don't want to have anything that go to waste that's incredibly expensive to make. Let's put that on. Awaiting fuel. Do I not have fuel? Oh, that's what. Yeah, that's what you were talking about before. Ever since I started with the idea of heating the pincher, pepper plant, and blomely chlorine room with an aqua tuner, I do that early. It gives me early temp control if I needed to. Oh, that's a great idea, Kevin. What I normally do is I heat my room with the hot water coming from the water geyser. So I don't know where I want my farm yet. I mean, ideally, maybe I have it up here, because this is the closest spot where my entrance is right now to my base. And I have the transit tube where my duplicates can get dropped off. And I also can cool it very locally with the water. Or sorry, heat it up very locally with the water. And speaking of the bomb lily, that's what I'm doing right now with these guys. So I have the water coming out from here, or in my storage area, and by automation, it heats up my bomb lily plants. And it just goes back in, and it's kind of a messy system, but I really should have gone the other way with it. I think that would have looked a lot nicer. But I think we'll fix those up in the next episode. Perfect. So now we have surf and turf. That's pretty cool. And I want seafood here as well. I don't want seafood here. I want all the seafood maybe there. And then I don't want my duplicants to eat seafood either. So let's turn that off. Cooked seafood is off. What's this? Preservatives. Okay, cool. Olaf, good morning, Ethan. I just woke up early and used the time on my latest to try to get Carnivore. It looks good this time around. Awesome. I don't even have that one. So that's one that I would like to go for at some point. I'm really it's happy to hear that you're doing well this time. What cycle are you on? Happy Saturday to you, Olaf. 69, nice. That's pretty far. You're 69% of the way there. So I would say you are doing very good indeed. Please let me know how it goes if you catch me on the next stream. Next stream should be tomorrow night. So if you happen to play a little bit and even get there, let me know. Send my giggity to that Twitch chat, please. Yeah, the other chat must be... The lurkers on the other chat must be wondering what's going on here. Yeah, I think it's just about time to call it a stream here. So let's just take one final look. Got my oil going. Heating looks good. We have duplicates standing around, not working. Let's get them working a little bit. Well, I suppose I can dig this out. We'll keep the abyssalite. I like the look of the abyssalite. So we'll do that so they can get in there. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be it. Let me just say I'll let you know it was close enough. Got my critters stable just in time and had to use my backup Paku. Well, yeah, please keep me posted. That would be awesome if you make it. I still don't have that one, so it's one that I would like to go for at some point. So Olaf, I know you just joined me, but I'm gonna end the stream here soon. So good morning to you. It's nighttime for me, so I got something to do in the morning. So I gotta head to bed. Good night, Becca. Thank you so much for joining and being part of the stream. Kevin Brown, as always, thank you so much. John Monty, Han, Dreamland, thank you so much for coming by once again. Just scrolling up here. Taco Man always stops by. Thank you so much, Taco Man. Bob Cyclone, thank you so much for your input this evening and stopping by and chatting with me. I really enjoyed some of your tips from earlier on in the episode or from the stream. That guy on Twitch, thank you so much for stopping by. By the way, guys, if you are on Twitch, please consider following me on Twitch. I'm Ethan's Outpost, and I'm also streaming on Kick for the first time today. I didn't know I could do 3 simultaneous streams, so I'm also on Kick. I'm CEO Ethan on Kick. I know I have all these different names. I plan to change the names eventually. I don't have any changes available right now. John Monahan with a huge donation today, $50. Thank you so much, John, for your donation. And I mean, it means so much to me that you would donate some of your casino winnings. But make sure you keep the most of it for yourself. Wacko18. Who else was here? Who else? Oh, Chaos. Thank you so much, Chaos, for stopping by. Uni was here very early. They might be gone already. Shark Surfing and Carno. Jaws was here. Thank you so much, Jaws. Hognam Nam. Thank you so much for. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm not known for pronouncing everyone's name correctly, so I really apologize if I butchered that one. Yeah, I think that was everyone that was here. You are very welcome. Well, thank you again. I'm glad you stuck around for the entire stream once again. You're always here, and I really appreciate you you chatting or lurking if you're doing something else and just having me on. Okay, guys, so that's it. I'll be back tomorrow night for sure. I love getting in my Friday and Saturday nights for playing this game, because I usually don't have a lot of time throughout the week to play. So this is like the hours. These are the hours where I can really get a lot of progress done. And then during the week, I gotta record and edit and stuff like that, which doesn't usually take too long these days, but you know, a lot of other stuff going on. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. If you're around, please join me. If not, I will see you guys whenever. Okay. Have a good night or a good morning.